one of the things is the incredible seed funding which you were able to achieve in that period of time. Like, that was a huge amount of money to be able to get. And I was just intrigued to know, like, when you talk about your roadmap, do you talk about the kind of like levels of where that's going to take you, what it's going to be, what the next phase is, and where you know, or is it like the year and just get these?
No, I think when you're fundraising, I think you always have to have a plan, because I don't think people invest in you otherwise. So I think there's a level of, do they invest in you as, one, do they like your idea? So that's a tick. It's, do they, especially at an early stage, we're at seed stage now. So at this point, it's, do people believe in me to pull it off? Like, I had a friend of mine that sat with me in an office every single day, and maybe it was after like 6 months, was like, I'm investing in this business purely because I watch you and you will not give up, and you're so relentless in what you do and you care so much that you'll drive it to where it needs to be. And I think there's a lot of my investors who've invested because of me. Testament. It's actually quite nice to hear. But then I also think it's, you know, do you have a plan? Is it solid? Do you make sense? You know, there's also a lot of smart investors who are going to sit there and pull apart my cash flow and be like, what are your projections? Where do you want to be? Do they believe in that roadmap? Do they believe in the people who are going to get it there? And I think, yeah, I mean, I think I've just learnt so much as doing a startup. I mean, even what we're like, a year and a half post official launch, maybe 2.5 years since the original idea. And I think I've learned more in the last 6 months than I did right at the beginning, because post seed round, it's the funding, the team that you build, the plans and where you're going, everything changes all the time. And navigating all of that at the same time, I think, is so challenging. But I think at any point you could walk away and have learned more than you ever would if you've never done a startup.